I am Dungeon Master, your guide in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, welcome back, everyone. I am the Dungeon Master, and this is Dragons of War. We are finally rejoining the party after Gorakul has decided to wander off during the feast to go investigate the Beholder's lair and see what other things can be found. The rest of the party had some things that they wanted to do after defeating the Beholder and celebrating with the town. I believe specifically D'Angelo was going to look for a shield, which indeed this town may be small, but the blacksmith is able to function you a large shield out of wood reinforced with some of his iron horseshoes that he can uh, blacksmith down by, like, hammering them out into a flatter, thinner metal than just the horseshoe, and then reinforcing your shield with that. So it is rather crude as far as shields go. Certainly not the kind of castle made shield that most people would imagine when you talk about shields, where it's either a solid piece of metal or something painted with the symbols of the realm, the castle's colors and all of that. This is just some dark black iron over some wood, and it fits D'Angelo rather well.
It's fun. It's entertaining. It's not as strong as it wants to be, but it's me. I like it. Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
Italian butcher lizard folk.
So, go ahead and add the large shield to your, or is it just shield, 5th edition? So go ahead and add that to your inventory and subtract. What is the price of a shield here? I'll look that up for you real quick. Oh, it looks like 10 gold pieces is what this blacksmith is going to require for his time and effort in order to make this for you. Now, here's the rub with that. He can make this, however, as he is up at dawn pounding away at his anvil and you go and talk to him, you also notice that you are down a party member.
Where the heck is Goracle?
Yeah, Goracle has taken off.
Where the heck did he go? Did you see him? Herzor, did you see him?
Not since we were there at the cave.
Well, we came back here, right? We had a really wonderful meal. I got a shield. We've been hanging out. Have we been resting? How long have we been resting? I don't even know. I had a couple of drinks, and I don't know how long.
Well, you're ordering the shield right now. He won't be done making it until like the end of the day.
Gotcha. So this is like the morning after?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, so basically we've noticed he's gone. He left in the middle of the night. He must have left in the middle of the night. Were we sleeping? Did we get a good sleep?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Should we go back to? I mean, the last place we saw him was at the Beholder's Cave.
Could have sworn I saw everybody staring at me as I was putting on the greatest show on Earth. I don't know what you're talking about. He must still be here somewhere.
Well, once you brought out that tiger and you put your head inside the tiger's, that was pretty amazing. I do admit that reminds me of other greatest shows on Earth. But
And then,
I didn't really see him around.
And then when the tiger disappeared into a flurry of fireworks, just absolutely, just bravo.
Yes, I learned that from my my good friend Roy and Sigmund, or Sigmund and Roy, one of those two.
And then when the fireworks
only they had a white tiger.
So when the fireworks lit the fire on the back of the goat, and the goat started running through the market and started knocking everything over, that was also really cool. I really loved it when that happened.
That was not a planned part of the show. I did not mean to do that. Sure, yes, no, that was excellent. It was completely improv. Came to me.
If Goracle was here, he would say that was ridiculous.
Well, I think that's probably when he probably escaped in the middle of all that. He probably just, was so entertained, he laughed so hard, he didn't even know where the heck he was. I don't know. That's probably what happened.
It was captivating. That is the word that I would use to describe it. Captivating. If he is not here, after seeing all of that, well, haha. He has no appreciation of the arts.
Did he turn in early? Have we checked his room? Do we have a room?
We check his room?
Yeah,
I just figured Pesci kind of passed out on the stage.
Oh yeah, of course. Like, you guys have your rooms, and so when everybody is up and Gorakul is not amongst you, you go and knock on his door and he's not there, so
Okay, we need to find him so I can completely reenact my one-man show from last night, because he has to see this.
I'm happy to try to make those arrangements. Perzer, I think, is right. I think we should head back to where we beat that beholder and made our mark on the world. Let's head back there. How far away are we from there, DM?
Oh wait, do I actually? Sorry to intervene. Do I actually get my armor now?
yes. Well, wait. Pesci had not been able to grab your armor because it was too heavy. So you have to get new armor.
So I have to buy new. I have to
Yeah.
buy new armor.
Yeah, you have to buy new armor from this guy. Well,
We
this guy can't
just
even make the best kind of armor. The best he can make is like studded leather and yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got to get somewhere to get armor. Holy cow, I forgot about that. Uh-oh. We got a paladin without armor.
No,
Not a
make it
paladin,
Oh,
but
just
still,
a fighter?
yeah, just a fighter, but still would like
I
some
mean,
armor.
I'm sure that there's someone in this town who was a reformed fighter turned farmer who saw my one-man reenactment of the mighty Perzor and his one-on-one match with the Beholder and felt some sort of companionship with him.
You
Needed to turn down his armor, pass down his armor.
you do not have the feat powerful build selected because you didn't get to ask that question about all of that. It didn't exist until we just had this conversation about it as an option. So, real quick, I need to know what you probably increased your strength or something, I'm assuming.
Uh, yes, I believe so.
Okay, so what would you rather do? Would you rather have the powerful build feat or would you rather have the +2 to the strength?
Powerful build.
Okay,
Ooh,
good choice because
and with powerful
here's
build.
it. Here's exactly what I was about to say to Pesci. You were 100% right about everything right up until the point where you forgot that Perzor is also a halfling, and therefore this fighter to also have been small sized would, take a large amount of coincidence. However, Perzor, with his powerful build feat, counts as the size category medium in all instances where it benefits him, and the size category small in all instances where it benefits him.
That's that kind of angle shooting I'm here for.
Yeah.
Although I think if you meet Ryan in the real world, though, I don't think he really qualifies as or even.
Powerful build, yes.
Yes.
Small in every way that it benefits me. No.
I was able to reenact Perzor in minutia detail. By the way,
So there is, but here's the rub on that one. Because this is sentimental armor for this fighter, he's not willing to part with it for less than full price.
And what is the full price of that?
Well, what armor were you looking for?
I was looking for plate.
Yeah, so that's what, 1,000 or whatever. I'll look it up quick. Pretty sure it's like 1,000.
Oh, after I mean, I have like nothing considering that
it's
I was
1,500.
yeah, I was dropped into. I don't have 1,500 gold.
Yeah.
I mean, his life must be worth a good amount of money too. We did save his life.
Oh, I thought you were like threatening it.
No,
That's a heel
that
turn.
not.
Right there.
Let me rephrase that. That is not in character. Pesci is not smart enough to make that.
Oh, okay.
Well, he is smart enough. He just wouldn't.
I thought it was a whole like, and how much is your life worth to you kind of thing.
No, he's not a rogue.
Oh, aren't all bards just fancy rogues?
Rogues are
Also-
wannabe bards.
Yeah, and arcane tricksters are just that.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys have an opportunity here to, obviously Pesci has done a performance that has, encaptured the heart of the town, and he has personally sung the praises of Perzor the Magnificent, the powerful halfling, bigger than life, and the fighter is willing to part with it, but unfortunately, he's not willing to part with it for less than full price. And so here is where you guys can try to finagle him into giving you a better deal on this, perhaps, a 100% discount is what is required based off of what I'm hearing from Pers, or do you have no gold?
We have some gold from the
What 100?
troll,
Yeah, we each
100
have
each.
100 gold.
but we
Oh,
also have gems that we took from there of low to medium value.
okay. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, like, these guys don't have much use for gems here in this remote town, but yeah, I get where you're going with that. It's just don't expect them to be like, oh, gems, like this is a farming community. Like they need simple things because they lead a simple life.
Well, they can sell it. They can
To
sell
who?
it.
To each other.
Right.
Of course, I think this fighter has got to have a daughter or something that he needs a dowry for. Gems would make a fine addition to any dowry.
Ooh, there you go. Maybe that's a way to sell that. So, who wants to roll the persuasion check to try and, convince him that you guys got what would it be, like 500, 600 gold and some gems, and that should be, a fine dowry to get his daughter out of this poor provincial town.
Face, I mean Pesci.
Sure. You do know the grandest traditions of proposing marriage for in the high society towns that would respect your daughter way more. Well, would respect your daughter the amount that she deserves, and that is to gift fine gems as well as a little bit of money to attract suitors.
Yeah. Now, you do have 3 points of inspiration, so you can't get any more,
Yes, I will use one to give myself advantage because I feel like this should be rolled with advantage.
And also, like, if you're going to get a point of inspiration at some point, you can't because you already have them all, so, like, might as well spend
Yeah.
some,
Well, mostly also I want Ryan to get his armor.
But that's important too, sure. But, like,
All right.
gaming the system here, like, you can't get inspiration if you're full, so you gotta spend it somewhere.
Yes. Not as good as my performance, but
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Well, he's not completely, like, just turning his nose up at your offer here, but he looks at your gems and he says, "Well, I mean, those look like unhewn gems and some turquoise and opal and whatnot. I mean, what kind of husband can I get with that?"
Can I throw in a deception here?
Yes.
Okay. Pesci turns the gem a little bit and spruces it up with a little bit of a minor illusion of some additional light glittering through as he holds it up to the light and says, but even the finest diamonds are rough at some point, as he turns it and makes it look like it is way more important or valuable than it actually is.
Yeah, so as you make the somatic, sign to do the minor illusion with your other hand while turning the gem, you're like a magician, dazzling them in one direction and
Well, I'm using the other hand to create the light to make it brighter.
Yeah, and
So that way it's a little less obvious that I'm modifying the gem and just more of I'm trying to create light that's brighter because this gem needs to be cut.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your deception there, but first roll a stealth check.
Okay. Stealth.
That's not great.
That's not great, but like this farmer fighter, like, yes, he was a fighter, but do you really think that he was like, I'm gonna be a wisdom-based fighter? No. So let's see how his perception goes here. Nothing doing. Well, I don't know why it's not showing you guys, but I rolled a 10.
Okay.
You
not
can,
I
you
roll-
can check the replay later.
Okay. Should I roll deception?
Yes, sir.
High number. Oh, it tricked me.
All right. Well, because this is an important role play one, I'm actually going to give you the opposed insight as opposed to just setting a DC like I did earlier with the persuasion. If you guys would have just gotten above a 20 on the persuasion right off the bat, then that was just going to be like encounter over. He agrees. Here you go. So that's why it was a little harder to get that. But now that we're going into the role play of it, it's more important to give you a fair chance at it rather than just, being like, oh, well, you rolled too low, so just
Unfortunately, I'm rolling terrible.
Yeah, just a little peek behind the DM screen there for all of you. I don't know if any of you ever want to be a DM or have been or are or anything, but even if it's just to give you a look into why I make certain decisions the way that I do, that's why I let you know. I'm gonna go ahead and roll again against your deception with no bonus because I am a fighter with no wisdom, so I didn't put my proficiencies into insight. So here we go. Oh, I saw
Aw.
that. What are you doing? You trying to trick me? Oh no, I'm sorry. He didn't see the stealth. He knows that, like, okay, the sun hit it really well there. That's still just a opal.
Maybe
And... Oh, I'm sorry. It's the wrong gem. It's this one.
what was his you said this fighter has retired to to live in this provincial village. What's his current job?
He's a farmer. He does the plowing of the fields and the planting of the seeds and the harvesting of the crops, and then he fixes all of the stuff around the house that gets broken during the summer months, during the winter months, and he marries the fine wife that he met here in this village that made him retire from being a fighter and adventurer, and he raises his daughter, and that's what he do.
Look, let me.
So one other thing that I could probably throw in here, if I so may, I have this rare pair of fashion accessories from the far land of Cavesville. Now, as he reaches back into his sack and pulls out a pair of crude wings taken from one of the kobolds that we fought a long time ago, and says, this is the highest point of fashion right now, or wearing a pair of these.
So look, here's my suggestion, and I'd like to try to use my persuasive skills for a few moments here. What these gentlemen are offering you is an amazing package of gems, of fashion, of the ability to take your daughter and move her up in the world, and that station is a high station that you someday, my friend, are going to appreciate being part of. The alternative is a circumstance where I'm not going to be particularly happy. So I'm hoping that you will accept all of these wonderful gifts as a token of our esteem and gratitude, and your esteem and gratitude that should be shared with us for saving your life.
Yeah,
Can I roll against
roll that intimidate.
I'm rolling performance here. We're gonna see how that
Oh,
goes.
no, this is intimidate for sure.
Oh, this is intimidation? Okay,
Oh,
I'm rolling
yeah.
intimidation here. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's all good. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Ah, that was so close to the 20.
The problem is as scary as D'Angelo is, and as intimidating as he can be most of the time, you're dealing with a guy who is like one of those Nathan Fillion types. Like, go ahead, try to hate him. It can't be done. Like, no matter how much you try to just be like, I'm gonna bite your head off. You're like, I could never bite your head off. This is just the nicest, greatest guy, and he's funny
No,
and
but
charming.
I wasn't trying to. That was not necessarily me being intimidating as much as me being convincing. I'm an entertainer, right? That is my.
Yeah. No, I get it. Just, your size and race, you have a mouthful of crocodile teeth. Like you're just
Okay.
you're just naturally intimidating. So anytime you say anything like that, it's going to be, a scary thing for most people, but unfortunately you can't help but like this guy a little, and so your threat comes off a little hollow, and he's like, yeah, well, I'll take my chances, I guess.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna have to beat the shit out of him.
Don't!
now
I think
here's
I-
something that I'm gonna throw out there, because like obviously we don't want to spend all day dealing with this NPC. So but you guys really want this armor. So,
I like Jared.
Yeah. So you can always give him an offer of like, listen, we've got to go find our friend. I need armor to do that. If you borrow us the armor and shield, and allow us to go and find out what's going on with our friend, we'll give you 10 gold just for the privilege of wearing your armor while we go and do this. And with any luck, as you know, fellow adventurer, we will come across enough gold to, make up the difference, and we will all part ways happy.
I mean, yeah, going into a beholder's lair, we could find potentially something better than this person's armor. So,
at which point we will put it on and leave your armor there like the garbage it is.
I think it would be like, it would be a matter of like giving it back after we
That's very kind.
well, I'm not carrying it.
Well, I mean, the idea is I'd be wearing it.
Right.
Well, I'm not carrying it either.
I'm saying if you guys found magical armor better than the full plate, and you just take his full plate off and leave it there, because that's how most adventurers, upgrade. I'll take this, leave this.
Well, I mean, we'd probably tell him where his discarded plate armor was when we got back.
So if you guys offer him that, I will allow one final persuasion roll from Pesci, but I'm going to strongly recommend that you spend another point of inspiration.
Okay.
Only because, like, don't fail this one because we're running out of options.
Yeah.
And
All right, so Pesci
like
says-
D'Angelo might just end up having to beat the crap out of him.
How about
I'm happy to do it. Happy to do
how
it.
about this? How about you let us try this armor out, see if it's any good, and it's because we have to go find our friend, and Perzor obviously needs armor, and we'll let you know what our thoughts are on it.
Yeah. You want a test drive? Let me think about that while I see what your dice
I
roll is.
pulled my inspiration, but I didn't hit the
Oh,
advantage.
I see that you did pull your inspiration. Just roll again. It's all good.
There's the persuasion. Oh!
Oh, it was gonna be the 19. All right.
I am not rolling above a 10.
Well, here we go. We're once again rolling for his just base wisdom. Like whether or not this is a good plan is gonna just be based off of whether or not he rolls above a 15 and decides that letting you guys just walk out of here with his armor isn't necessarily a good idea, but we'll see. Come on, really? What the hell, Jared? What's your problem, dude? What are you
Everything, it seems.
doing? Yeah,
Let's see, you rolled 2 17s in a row, dude.
yeah. He's got an extra wisdom.
All right, so am I
day
on?
going.
I have to kick
Yeah.
his ass.
Don't.
I think D'Angelo punching him in the face at this point is called for. D'Angelo, roll an attack.
Okay.
Let's leave this to fisticuffs. Whoever wins gets the armor.
All right. I'm just gonna do. I just
Arm wrestle for him.
Great
For
axe?
it.
How do I do that?
To do the great axe, but it's going to be an unarmed attack, so don't do the damage.
Great axe damage. Why are you disadvantaged?
I have no idea why I'm at disadvantage.
Armor non-proficiency. You don't have proficiency with a shield, but take your shield off by.
Yeah, I'll go back over that. Yeah, I don't technically.
But yeah, you don't even have it yet. So you see where it's. Oh, okay, yeah, now it's carried. There you go. All right. So you should be good to go.
Again?
Go ahead and roll it again.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on? Why do you have armor non-proficiency? You can't even carry a shield? Here, let me just take that off completely. All right, roll it again.
Throw my shield away.
What is going on?
I rolled a 20.
I'm gonna.
I was about to say,
I'm
you're
gonna
at the very
delete
least.
All right, now the shield is completely deleted off of your thing. Oh, here it is. The star underneath your AC non-proficient got clicked. Not sure why.
Nope, did it again.
Oh, you still have a shield on. Weird.
There you
All right.
go. Okay. Now I'm rolling.
Now it better. Yeah, there we go.
I was about to say in before like a 2.
Right. Okay, so you go to swing at him, and he does not have a high dexterity either. He does, however, have a really high constitution. So, what is your strength?
It's 17.
17. All right, it's pretty good, but not as high as it could be. So, you.
Plus 3. I have a plus 6 on. I have a plus.
Yeah, you are going to roll your strength versus his con. All right, you knock him flat on his ass, and you guys just take the armor.
See? This is the way you're supposed to solve all problems. You
I'll
can't
leave him the
sit around
gems.
here and fool around these people.
I leave him the
Just
gems.
feeling like it's wrong, okay?
That's whatever.
Yeah, he left. Pesci left him the gems. He's giving him something for it. It is used armor from like 30 years ago. Well, not 30, but 20 years ago. So well maybe 30
Well, and
because his armor could have been 10 years old. He was poor. So yeah. This is like 30-year-old used armor. Like whatever.
All right, I'm going to
Well,
delete the
nobody's
gems
looking-
off of my sheet. They are deleted. Okay, I leave them 3 gems.
All right. So as you guys suit up and ship out, Gorakul, you are in front of the cave. You marched all night back here, and now as the morning sun comes up, you're setting up your little laboratory to do some studies and investigations. What else are you happening to be here for? What are you gonna set up your lab and just perform tests on whatever bodies are left, or what are you gonna do?
I'm going to be like sort of scooping up the sort of unnatural remains that are around, and sort of like also sort of like putting like these sort of electrodes and such into these like different sorts of of things and such. All that stuff.
The Okay, so just to be clear here,
Like the reanimator in a
Yeah.
way.
yeah, so just to be clear here, what has happened since the beholder has been defeated and killed is the beholder itself retained its form, but everything else around you had been shaped by the beholder's alter reality power. And so, no longer looking like giant jack o' lanterns, the caves before you reveal themselves to be, the beholder's actual lair rather than the altered reality that the beholder was casting. And so you can test the remains of the pumpkin spores that were on the people from the town, because those were real, quote unquote, from the beholder. It had produced those, and then the beholder's remains uh, are still there, although like they're rapidly disintegrating and rotting away because a beholder that has been killed no longer has its willpower to hold it to this reality, and they are creatures from a different reality, so they kind of disappear rapidly.
Yeah. So, in other words, he's just sort of checking out the spores
Yeah, and
in
so
a sort of reanimator, sort of subject in a way.
yes. So as you're doing your experimentations, um, what skill do you have for that? Arcana? Go ahead and
I have Arcana and Nature.
yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana. Hey,
Unnatural 20.
yeah, the unnatural 20. You're able to get a couple of things from your experiments. The first is that this creature was in fact altering reality. It wasn't just an illusion, it was creating its own reality around it. And now that it's dead, reality is reverting back to,
Its natural state.
yes, exactly. And the other thing is that uh, it was experimenting with mind control magic, and that's what the spores were. However, they appear to be infectious in that the people from this town now like are permanently hosting little pumpkin seeds in their brains that are potentially like dangerous, far realm, beholder kind of, things.
And Gorakul just sort of bites his lip as he sort of realizes this and says, "This is not good."
Yes, indeed. So this is that thing of like when somebody has been bitten by a zombie and like they're not a zombie yet, but they're probably gonna turn into a zombie. Like that's basically what's going on is you have a decision to make when it comes to these townsfolk. But these experiments take you a while. As you know, science is not always a fast process.
Yeah, of
And,
course.
and so, as you're doing all of these experiments, suddenly the rest of the party comes marching up the hills into the spot before the cave here.
Pesci is being very loud and saying, "Where are you, Garcool? I have a new one-man show that you would really appreciate, and I really did not appreciate you viewing it last night. Or you viewed it and you need a second viewing. One of the two."
Gorakul sort of stands there with sort of a grimace on his face, sort of turning to the group saying, "Good morning."
Second viewing it is. Let me begin. As Pesci starts into his act.
I sit down expectantly, like I'm here for it, 110%.
No, wait, guys, wait. What are you up to, Gorakul? What the heck are you doing?
I'm running experimental
what
tests.
Are you running? It's like we have work to do. We've got an invasion to stop. We've got all sorts of things going on.
Well, I've come along with a discovery, and well, how do I put this? In a way that doesn't cause panic and fear in your hearts. The townsfolks are infected.
They're infected? What are they infected by? The joy and spirited enterprise celebration that Pesci caused last night? They're infected with joy?
No, they are infected with a beholder's experiment.
Ah, okay. And what was that experiment?
Well,
Pesci,
basically,
you didn't understand a single word that he just said.
Pesci is still in the middle of his one-man show and has not heard a single word of what he said.
Yeah, the third one. I was going to get there eventually.
And Gorakul says, basically, this beholder has been experimenting with spores and combining it with the pumpkins that have been grown around here. And in doing so, created this sort of, how do I explain it? A sort of parasitic entity that could cause the townsfolk to turn into zombies once again.
Okay, but didn't we kill this thing and so therefore we don't have to worry about it anymore?
Not exactly. They still have it in their bodies.
Well, why don't we just kill all of them and then we don't have to worry about this?
Listen to yourself closely. Genocide.
I wouldn't call it genocide.
It is literally genocide.
Well, you gotta take a side.
It's more like ethnic hand washing.
That doesn't make it any better!
Okay, well, do you have a better solution?
Well, I could figure out how to extract the parasitic beings from the bodies. Of course, that could take some time.
Well, we don't have a lot of time, don't we?
And you would need the beholder's notes, which might be in its lair.
Yes, and I sort of note that as I point to the layer.
The beholder takes notes. I mean, the musical notes. What type of notes are they?
As the kind of notes I take.
Ah, are they beautiful? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
And Gorakul
the-
just sort of like face palms and just sort of shakes his head.
The notes are in
How
the beholder's
How
eye.
can you be?
All right, so you're saying we have to go into the beholder's lair.
Yes.
Wait,
In
I thought
order to help save these townsfolk.
beauty was in the eye of the beholder. So don't we just need to go into the beholder's eye?
I think you're right.
Well,
I agree with you.
Aye, aye.
if you haven't noticed, it's disintegrated. It no longer exists on this plane of existence. It has ceased to be. This is an ex-beholder.
Okay. Well, now you're speaking my language. As an
I guess we're never, ever, ever getting back together.
All right, so we're gonna go into the lair. Hey, Pesci.
And that is my one-man show of the goat that is exploding. What are you guys all looking at me for?
Well,
Bravo, bravo.
It's wonderful. Well done.
Well, it certainly is something.
So it's time to go into the lair and figure out what's in. See if we can find some notes.
Indeed. And prevent an apocalyptic event.
Oh, so wait a second. There's a mega dungeon up here.
So,
There's a
Are-
mega
are-
dungeon.
And before entering the dungeon, Gorakul sort of turns to the others and says, I suggest covering your mouths.
We don't breathe anything in.
Yes.
wait, if
I rather not.
Wait, I have an N95 mask.
I'm just gonna be. Wait, you want me to breathe in my own carbon dioxide? My body, my choice.
Don't make this difficult. Who's the guy with the knowledge?
Pesci has already produced one of his face masks
Yep.
for one of his acts that he put around, and he says, "So we getting the show on the road in the cave now, right? There's a new audience in the cave, right?
Yep, exactly. Let's do it.
Okay, I'm glad we did rehearsal. You guys know your parts, right?
Indeed.
100%.
That goes.
Yes. And Gorakul covers his face with a mask, and with a cloth mask, and says, Alrighty, time to venture into the lair.
All right,
Um,
so you guys can all see the map, right?
Yes, we
Yes.
can see the map. I imagine D'Angelo and Perzer will be in the front, because they
Is
are the shields.
Is it supposed to be something other than sheer inky blackness?
Well, if you have dark vision, yes. If you do not have dark vision or a source of light, then no.
I believe.
I think I have.
Yes, I have dark vision. Are you a halfling?
I am a
Purple?
halfling.
Okay.
Yeah, Perzer points out that he cannot see ahead.
And Gorakul, sort of like sighing, says, Let me help you with that. And he's going to.
I have a torch. I have. Can I light?
I have some candles if you need them.
I have torches.
Yeah,
Don't-
and
I mean,
Gorakul will light the torches for everyone.
Don't
with
we have
produced
a?
flame.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't someone have like mage hand or something like a cantrip that can produce light?
I have a minor illusion, but I can't move it.
All right, we got torches here. Right, so it's just to light them up.
Torches, let's go.
Yeah. All right. So let me give you a torchlight.
Pesci is going to be marking regularly using prestidigitation. I can create a color, small mark, or symbol to appear on a surface for an hour. I think that's an instantaneous effect. Or, you know what? To make it last longer, I'm going to soil the wall as we're walking along. A mark,
Did
so that way we know which
did you just-
direction.
Did you just pee on my mega dungeon?
I think he did.
I did a little bit, yes.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
You just went Bart Simpson, didn't you?
Well, so yes, but in seriousness, prestidigitation allows me to dirty an object.
Yes, yes.
So I'm just constantly dirtying little bits of the wall here because it's a cave, and so that way we know which way we're coming. Because I don't have chalk apparently.
It is already dirty. I'm not sure how that would work.
Then I will clean the surface.
There you go.
Basically, I don't want us to get lost.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this is a dirty cave, so I'm not sure how dirtying it would work necessarily. Like, I'm sure you could do something like put a different kind of dirt on it, but I don't know. Maybe just cleaning a section of it would be better.
I will clean.
Yeah.
I will clean an arrow pointing in the direction we came from.
All right, so now you guys should be able to all see.
So wait. Are the arrows pointing towards the inside of the dungeon or towards the
They
outside
are
of the dungeon?
pointing in the direction we came from, so towards the outside.
Towards the exit. So
Yeah.
when we invariably have to run away screaming,
Yes.
we follow the direction of the arrows.
Yeah, because I don't want to have to think about it when we're running.
Okay, there we go. I just want to make sure that's clear, so that
Stairs that we came down the stairs behind us.
Actually though, these stairs are leading up. As you enter the cavern, it goes up and up and up, and you guys, the token movement is free, so go ahead and move on up the stairs.
Hey, before we start moving, should we stealth at all? Pesci would like to be quiet.
well,
Being a
I
gnome.
think the torchlight is pretty well going to eliminate the possibility of stealth in this pitch black darkness.
But they won't know that I'm here. They'll just know that you're here.
Well, then I suggest you be either in front of or behind the torch.
So
And don't forget about Bitey.
So wait a second. Wait before you go too much farther here. Goracle, can Goracle see farther than the rest of us? Is this part of the deal?
Yes.
All right. So Goracle, can you see anything at the top of the stairs? We're walking into something.
Yes.
What do you see?
What do I see, DM?
You can roll perception.
Okay. That is a stealth. That is a stat I can do.
Well, apparently not. So, it's just caves up there. More stairs. It keeps going, and then there's another flight of stairs that goes up to the right.
Pesci, or rather DM,
That's-
Pesci is keeping an ear out for any unusual noises and that sort of stuff.
Go ahead and roll perception.
What?
You do not hear anything other than the drip, drip, drip of the wet caves from way up in the distance, like not right here.
Okay, so I'm gonna listen as well. So I'm gonna roll for perception here, see if I hear anything. Is that all right?
Well, I mean, you can, but do you really think you're going to roll higher than a 23?
Well, I got a +5 on it.
I also have a +5.
Oh, yeah, I guess not. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, I'm at a platform. There's more stairs. Is that more stairs?
Yeah, that's the stairs Gorakul told you went up and to the right there. All right, so now you guys can see there's hundreds, dozens and dozens, hundreds of broken spider egg cases and spider webs all over here, but they're like ancient, like decades old almost. That this is not fresh and new.
So either something here is very old or is very dead.
Hopefully, it's very dead.
Let's talk to our resident spider slayer, Bitey Slayer. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think that whatever it is probably flammable, so I might not be of much use.
Or you'll be of the greatest use.
Those are the choices.
Yes.
So is it like are the cave walls like covered in old silk,
Yep.
or is it fresh silk?
It's old, it's ancient, it's covered in dust. Like when you finally notice just how spiderweb covered the corner is after weeks of not being dusted and all of that, because now the dust has covered the webs to like show them. Like it's like that, except for years, decades. Just it's gone on for so long that it's almost cartoonish how the webs are covered and showing.
I can't believe this beholder did not take the basic courtesy and making sure his place is clean for guests.
Well, knowing the
Very
insane nature of beholders, I don't think he really much cared.
All right,
Well, actually, it's got a very simple answer to all of that. It altered reality around it.
Ah,
Oh.
and Gorkul sort of also remembers, like, and he sort of slaps his head a bit and says, "Oh, I understand now. He altered his reality so the mess didn't exist in the first place."
But why didn't he just leave it there for the rest of us? Again, rude.
Yeah, still rude.
Very, very bad at hosting guests.
Yes.
I will rate him at 1 star on Yelp.
Maybe he just practiced deceiving. Because this does seem like a tangled web.
Gorkul sort of sighs and says, "Well, in any case, if we encounter a spider, we'll just burn it away."
Well, that's what I'm saying is like this whole place might go up in flames.
Ah, that there is where the.
Okay, so what you're saying is, okay, all right. Well, let's try to avoid that. All right, so we're gonna keep moving here, right? Haven't
Yeah.
found anything useful?
Yep.
Is there any path that looks like it's more tread than the other paths?
Nothing has tread this way in decades.
At
This
least
is
not
very-
nothing with that had feet.
Oh,
D'Angelo, roll for perception.
Oh, you see, I just put myself in.
I was about to say, all of a sudden movement is not free.
Yeah, that's always a bad sign.
That's nature, Dad.
Oh, did I roll for ninja? I'm sorry. That was a good roll too. That's annoying. Better roll.
All right. D'Angelo, you see a horde of spiders crawling out of the webs towards you. Everybody roll for initiative.
These spiders aren't dead. That's what happens.
Well, that's the nature of nature.
Yeah.
Things are usually self-sustaining.
Ew. We suck on initiative, gentlemen.
All right. So, the first swarm of spiders climbs across the ceiling towards you. And they're right on the ceiling above you, ready to drop down on you, but they don't because they don't have enough actions left. The second swarm of spiders comes.
They're swarms of undead spiders. So what you're saying is they're spiders, but they're dead spiders.
Well, you haven't noticed it just yet, but you will.
I will soon enough, huh? Great.
Yes.
I think by calling them undead spiders, he's saying that they are decidedly not dead.
Aw, it's undoing my tokens. Darn you. Alright, and so Bitey Slayer
Burn it down, Bitey Slayer. Burn down the whole place.
Not sure what to do, so she casts no, I guess not. I'm just going to use my dagger and dodge.
Mage Hand. Smash those spiders, Bitey Slayer.
Okay. So are they? Can I swing at them, or do I have to shoot at them?
The ceiling is like 12, maybe 10 to 12 feet in various places, but you are a big lizard folk, so you actually can reach them even on the ceiling.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go ahead and swing at these guys because they're a pain in the ass. I can tell. I'm happy about it. Okay, so I've got to remember here how to do this. All right, so I can use them. I can do an extra attack. I can do right. So I gotta hit that. Right. So now I have 2 attacks.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
my-
and you don't have to hit anything. You just
I know.
you just attack, and anytime you attack, you can attack twice.
Do I have to attack the same thing twice, or can I attack 2 different things?
You can attack 2 different things. In fact, you can move up to your speed in between each attack.
Wow, I'm kind of enjoying this character. All right, great axe to one guy. See what happens here. Oh,
You swing at the swarm, but it's really hard to like strike individual spiders with a great axe.
well, I'm gonna try it again because I can. Okay.
All right, well, it's not that hard.
It's just I was incompetent the last time. Okay, so they partially resisted, so therefore now I know.
Yeah, and here's where, what I said at first was still true. Even though you struck the swarm, like there's so many of them and you're just hitting it with a great axe, you need like a steamroller if those things existed.
Okay, well, somebody
Should
has
you
magic,
Rage at all before you... Oh.
I think I've done my attacks, so gotta figure out what to do next.
Yeah, too late for that, but yeah. Pesci.
How big are these spiders?
Those individual spiders are, spider sized, like an inch, but there's hundreds of them.
Let's see. I don't really have anything that's useful against a swarm. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll draw out my dagger take a 5-foot step back, and I will cast Mage Hand to try to squash spiders.
Mage Hand does not deal damage.
It does 10 pounds of force.
Right. But it cannot deal damage.
Oh, drat. I guess
So,
I'll use a Vicious Mockery.
there you go. Attack the spiders psychologically.
Otherwise, Mage Hand becomes the Darth Vader choke, because it doesn't take that much pressure to like choke someone out.
I was hoping to give him disadvantage or something, maybe, but I guess Vicious Mockery also accomplishes that.
Yeah, a Vicious Mockery does, but see now in that aspect, yeah, I could do something with Mage Hand that isn't damage. I just needed to make sure it was clear that it can't do damage.
Understood. Which should my spell save DC should be 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my charisma bonus, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good. Then this is calculated correctly. My proficiency just changed, so I was just making sure. Okay. I insult the swarm of undead, and they roll very well.
Yeah, they're not very affected by it. They're undead spiders.
Alright. And that is my action.
So the light went away. Was that intentional?
Nope. I'll fix that. I don't know why it does that.
In the meantime, oh well, I guess I will stay right there. And oop. Why does it? Okay. Thank you.
Now,
Okay.
Perzor, you actually cannot reach the ceiling.
Oh, because they're on the ceiling, right?
Right.
Oh well, that's fine. I'll shoot at it with the crossbow. Do I have a? I don't. Oh, I don't have a crossbow. I had one. Okay, so all those things are. I'm going to prepare an action to attack as soon as any spiders come in range.
There you go.
Because I'm going to guess they're going to come in range pretty soon.
Yes, sir.
And then that'll be me. Until they come in range.
Okay, Goraku's up. And he sort of sees these sort of swarms of spiders coming and sort of mutters to himself, why does it always have to be spiders?
Has it been spiders before?
Yes, but and Goraku trying to think of a best way to smash up these swarms of spiders, decides to use to change into his starry form of the archer.
A nexus of stars bursts out from Gorakul, and a bow and arrow made of stars appears in his hands.
Gorakul says, by the stars, I smite you! Gorakul. Yes, and Gorakul just sort of like sighs a bit as he sort of misses and says, "Well, that certainly could have gone better."
I imagine it's like every single action movie. You're just like shooting stars up at the ceiling, and the swarm is skittering around, barely dodging out of the way.
Do we really think that by using fire we're cave?
Yeah, I'm positive that spider web burns, especially dusty old spider web.
Yeah, and if we cause that, we might burn up the notes.
Yeah, I think that's the bigger issue, right? Is not that we could definitely stand. Okay, the light disappeared again, but we could definitely stand out here or outside the cave, launch a fireball in, obliterate all the undead spiders, and then investigate the charred remains of the cave. But it seems like that wouldn't be very conducive to reading notes.
Nope.
All right, so as the spiders drop off of the ceiling onto you, you finally see that some of them are missing legs, some of them are like squashed and mangled. These are clearly not living creatures, but undead spiders.
Did one of them get in range of me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally did.
All right. Which was the first one?
The
I'm not.
undead spiders one up above D'Angelo there.
All right, I'm not really too picky. So attacking undead. Nope, not 6. Not D'Angelo. There we go. I'll make my 2 attacks with the longsword of vengeance.
Oh, this is at disadvantage because they're on D'Angelo.
Okay, that's fine. So disadvantage.
Why don't you wait until the next one moves?
Because I'm guessing the next one's going to move on top of you anyway.
Or on top of you.
Yeah, and my declared action was to the first thing that moved within range, I was going to attack.
Gotcha.
So with disadvantage. Hit it! Dealt some amount of damage. Then let's make my second attack. Oh, that should be at disadvantage. So
Still a hit.
hit again. Ah, damn.
Yeah. It happens. I mean, you still hit and did damage. That's better than nothing.
Yeah. And then it'll go to the spiders.
And I move on top of you.
Are they not going to attack D'Angelo?
No. Oh, those spiders. Yes, they did attack D'Angelo. They missed.
Oh, okay.
We appreciate it.
Now the other ones are.
Now the other ones climb onto you, drop onto you.
Oh, yeah.
But they cannot penetrate the mighty plate mail that you are currently wearing.
Stealing.
Stolen.
It was paid
Borrowing.
for. It was paid
Borrowing.
for. You may not have paid the price that he asked, but you did pay.
I guess that's true.
Bitey does not know what to do. I use Mage Hand to try to knock some of the spiders off of you. So
This is where we find out that Bitey apparently only has fire spells. Can does Bitey get to choose the elements for any of Bitey's abilities?
chromatic orb is the one. No, that's orb, chaotic orb or whatever. The one where it's random, chaos bolt or whatever. This one, chromatic orb. I think you do get to choose it. I'll take a look at it and see. Hey, I managed to hit the swarm, and so now Perzor, only half of the swarm is on you, and there's rules that if the swarm is reduced to half its hit points or less, it deals half damage. It has a lesser damage thing. So that is all they can do for you this round, even if they hit.
Is half damage.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. Way to go, Bitey Slayer.
Fighters number 1 here.
Maybe try and eat them.
Would my bite work better than my?
The undead spider.
Oh, gross.
I don't want to try to eat undead spiders, but you are more than welcome.
It's a
to come
delicacy
over
in some
here.
cultures, you know.
Not
Yeah.
my culture.
No, I'm gonna keep. Is there a way I can like wash them rather than slice at them? Does that help me?
Well, actually, any of the physical damage is going to be half damage against the swarm, so
Doesn't matter. Okay,
just do your biggest attack.
got it. Another one of those. Just I can't believe I rolled 2 1s today. Very impressive. Very impressive. And doing like no hit points.
Hey, you're
Yeah, I'm making progress. Enough. Okay, I guess I move along here.
And now the swarm has been reduced down to half of its, value, so it will deal less damage to you as well.
Okay, assuming that it can actually hit me.
Exactly.
So far. These are a swarm of annoying, but yet not very lethal so far. Undead. As they would say, bring it on.
All right, so these guys go 1, 2, 3, 4, and move into Gorakul's space.
oh no.
Gorakul has a very extended sense of space. That's why he's in the starry form.
Sorry, I was muted. I don't really have much I can do to help you out, fortunately, Gurkul. I will insult the spiders on Gurkul. I call them undead hairy monsters.
Hey, we may be undead monsters, but we are smooth.
Yep.
They just got back from the waxer.
Yeah. Pesci takes another 5-foot step back. And ends his
that would
turn.
be falling off the stairs.
Oh, that would be. Let's say that way then.
Okay, there you go. I mean, you're more than
Right.
welcome to back up off of the stairs, but
I'd rather not.
I'm just gonna take another couple of swings at the spiders on D'Angelo.
just ignoring the ones on you because Bitey's knocking them off anyway.
Yeah, and If there's one thing I know, it's that you have to keep on pounding the same enemy before, like, it doesn't matter if it has 1 hit point or 100 hit points, it usually does the same amount of damage.
Yeah, true.
So let's go. Let's taking out the still with disadvantage. There we go. Minimum damage.
As we want to do as much as possible. Still though, always better to deal
dang.
some damage. No way you missed.
Well, I mean, 4 different disadvantaged rolls. It was
I
bound to
guess.
happen eventually.
I guess, but with a +7, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Alright, next round of getting bit out here.
Yeah, I don't really want to action surge on these guys. It doesn't seem particularly prudent.
Yeah, it seems overkill.
So I'll go ahead and that'll be my turn. I don't really even want to move.
DM,
Yes.
will casting Thunderwave cause a cave collapse?
Well, I mean, I can't give you that information before you cast the spell, but in general terms, the risk of cave collapse is directly linked to like the condition of the cave, and if this was like a really ruined, crumbly, like kind of thing, I would have made sure that I described that before you would have like had a chance to cast anything. You know, for instance, if you were in a ruins where there's like man-made stuff and it's all crumbly, then like for sure a thunder wave would cause some stuff to fall down. Here in this cave, I can't guarantee that there's no chance that there'd be, you know, some repercussions for casting Thunderwave. However, it looks sturdy enough to where you're not thinking that it's just going to like automatically fall down around you guys because you cast Thunderwave one time. If you move out of the spider square, it will attack you.
Okay, so stay there. I'm going to cast Thunderclap.
A thunderclap. Hey. And does that also knock them back?
Yes, they do. It does.
5 feet?
Yes.
Alright. Now you can move. They do not threaten any squares.
Angora Ghouls follows Pesci and steps away from the and goes to step away from the swarm, saying, "Well, this is certainly an interesting position."
And they move
Oh,
into
no.
Bitey Slayer's space. And they bite D'Angelo. Bite at D'Angelo. Hey, a hit.
Oh, bull. But half damage.
Yep. So instead of dealing 4d4, they deal 2d4 and 7 damage as you feel their undead fangs sinking into you.
Yes.
Doesn't that make you angry?
It makes me angry. It makes me upset.
Does it make you hangry?
Yeah. My butt.
Ugh. You took away my crit, Pesci. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't Pesci. Why'd I have disadvantage?
I don't know.
You're
Oh,
half.
I was attacking myself.
Hey, good. You killed yourself.
I'm okay with that.
That was weird. All right. And so I am going to try to attack Perzor.
I don't believe I can give you disadvantage on an attack that it targets me.
Yeah, no, I don't think. Oh, at Perzor missed. So I was attacking you. Okay, so missed. That's why it rolled twice. I critted myself and missed you. Got it.
I'm glad it went that way.
So I was dodging, and now that they're on me, I am going to cast Expeditious Retreat on myself, and
Oh, Mighty Slayer, don't run!
What else do you think? She, as the DM said, we don't want to light this place on fire.
yes. And so now they get an attack on her. And they miss. And she runs down past you guys and says, "Wait, this is all stone down here. If they come down here, I can shoot them."
Ah, an excellent maneuver.
I'm gonna run down here so that we have plenty of room, and then you guys lure them down here.
Okay, so okay, I can swing and then move again if I want, right? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm gonna stay targeting Storm Spiders 1, see if I can get. Obviously they're not dead yet.
No, they were dead to begin with. That's the problem.
Ah.
Got him.
All right, very well done. All right, so then I can attack again.
Yes.
How far can I move?
30 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move 15.
Well, if you move out of that guy's square, it is gonna attack you.
Yeah, let's not do that. Hold on, don't do that. I'm just gonna
Hit it again.
I'm gonna attack him again. I might as well just see if I can get rid of him, and then I can start moving down later.
As you smash the final spiders with your great axe, you are finally free from that one.
Okay. Not much more I can do at this point.
Oh, you can't move now.
Oh, I can move now, but the problem is when I get attacked by.
Nope. Just the one that was in your square. These guys have 0 threaten range.
To there.
Perfect.
All right.
Can't you move further?
Yeah, but I'll. I mean, these two will pick me up now. Keep staging backwards here.
Did you end up raging? Aren't you angry that these spiders are biting you and your friends?
Yeah, I guess I could, because it's not something. Yeah. So if I rage.
I don't waste it.
Go ahead. No, it's not wasted. You guys still have 3 out of 4 swarms right here, and they're basically full. Like, yeah, it's not wasted. He gets 2 no matter what, so, you know.
Well, I'll have to wait till the next turn around anyway. It's fine.
The spiders enter your square and try to bite you, Pesci. They miss. Your tough skin is just really hard to penetrate.
I will.
All performers have very tough skin after a while. It's just
That or they don't stay performers.
that's true.
Let's try to insult these guys again. Oh my god, I actually hit him this time.
You know, not to go off on a tangent about that, but imagine being as talented as like Justin Timberlake and still having people hate you. You know, like if you're a performer, you have to have tough skin.
This should have done 2d4 damage. It only did 1d4.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm 5th level now. I can fix that, but let me just roll an additional hit die.
Okay. Yeah, so yep, you know how to do all that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So now I will move next to Mighty Slayer.
Sorry, taking a sip of my coffee there. The wife brought me Starbucks.
Nice.
Nice.
It's mostly for the diuretic effects. And then is that your turn, Pesci?
Yeah, it's my turn. Oh, I need to click this.
Yes, please.
All right. So if I move, it's going to get an attack
Correct.
anyway.
Correct. But you, out of everybody, have the AC to be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So Bitey wanted us to be at that, like, down a level, basically.
Yeah, if you guys come down here, I can use my fire spells. Burn these fuckers. Sorry.
So I'm gonna move there. I mean, I can do it like that.
Yep. And I will roll for you real quick. Oh, yeah, you gotta actually go up and around D'Angelo, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can do it without moving through D'Angelo, and that's what I would like to do.
You have to, otherwise I get to attack you twice. Once with each swarm.
Yes, I don't want that.
Correct. Ooh, tease me with that 20.
But I am going to take this opportunity to attack at Swarm 4.
With disadvantage, then,
Yep.
Swarm 2 you can attack free.
Oh, then yeah, I'll attack Swarm 2. Got him.
I like how excited you are that you got him on like a 85% hit chance.
Well, I mean, I missed the last time.
Yeah.
And then I'll make my second attack. Boom, that actually dealt a lot more damage than I did that last time with double ones.
And that reduced him down to the half, so now that swarm is not as dangerous.
And the next attack that targets D'Angelo, I would like it to be at disadvantage. Assuming that D'Angelo stays next to me when that attack is made.
You know, in most cases, I would try to find a way to, like, make that happen for you. But with the undead spiders attacking him, like, directly on there, I don't see how you can get your shield in the way, you know? Like, if the other swarm tries to move in on him, absolutely. But the swarm that's attacking him, I'm gonna have to say no.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. And then so the next, I'm trying to like vocalize that I want to use my protection stuff, like my protection thing, because otherwise I start to forget about it as well. And if I'm forgetting about it, there's no doubt in my mind that you're forgetting about it.
Absolutely.
So I just want to say the next time that just try to keep it in the back of your mind. I'll try to remember it when I do, but I would like to be able to use my fighting style if possible.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm with you on that. Just like I said, I'd love to find a way to make this work. It just kind of flies in the face of logic.
Yeah.
Gorakul is seeing decides to, before he flees, shoot at one of the swarms with his starry form.
Oh no.
And Gorakul says, "Yes! Come to me and meet your end!" And Gorakul runs over here.
All right. So this swarm is going to move in on Pesci. Perzar. Sorry.
This little swarm had roast beef. This little.
Hey! But only half damage because it's the one you messed up. And then this swarm moves in, and now you actually do cause disadvantage.
All right. There we go. It's bound to happen eventually.
Because the swarm tries to move in, but you get your shield in there and block as many of them as possible. And it works.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Working as intended. Happy to oblige.
I'm going to risk it. You're real close to the spider webs, but
Just wait. Hold your fire.
hold your fire. Yeah. All right, holding the fire, and she just cups the little flame in her hand.
Just ready in action.
It's like
Yeah.
Braveheart. Hold. All
Alright, so I'm going to this guy. Do that. And I guess if I don't feel like I'm annoyed. I'm not really raging. I'm just annoyed.
Avoid the Noid.
There you go.
Funny enough, he's back on commercials.
So what does a critical hit do for me in the?
It doubles your damage.
Wow.
What? That is the lamest crit I've ever seen. All you guys see is D'Angelo make this massive swirling attack with his great axe. It looks so impressive, but like couple spiders died, you know.
Oof.
Look, I had more damage off that.
Right?
Okay. So can I?
Mighty Casey has struck out.
Move at this point, or am I? What's?
Okay, so you can move. You'd get attacked twice.
I could give a shit. All right, because these guys are gonna really hit me. I can't really get to my character.
Oh, yeah. Here.
I'm gonna go that way. All right. Actually, how far can I go? Can I go 30?
You can. 1 second. All right.
Follow me down here.
All right. Attacking Pesky. Perzor. I'll get it right. I'm zoomed out pretty far, so all I see is P something.
That's fair.
Why was that disadvantage? Oh,
Because
vicious
it's vicious
mockery.
mockery.
Oh, well done, Pesci.
Sometimes it works. So I can't modify the hit dice in this because it's using a different formula, I guess. So I'll just roll
Wait, for what?
for Vicious Mockery. It won't let me modify or add additional dice into the damage roll.
Hold on. So when you open the damage and you click on the magnifying glass, drag 1d4 up into the dice pool.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
That is not as expected, but okay. Now it makes sense now that you've explained that to me.
Yeah.
All right. So I am targeting. Who am I targeting? Wait, let me make sure I'm targeting.
Currently Perzor.
Okay.
Please don't.
Cursor, your face looks like you have a face that only a mother would love.
Please don't. That's cruel.
Okay. Let me insult these fighters again. Yay! They failed the saving throw. Damage.
That really hurts.
Disadvantage.
Just celebrating our failure is not cool, man.
The 1,000 of you have a face that only 1,000 of your mothers would love. Okay.
Hey, we all have the same mother.
Oh. Fair point. She doesn't love you either.
Oh, she will love you.
Well,
Oh.
Is that a hint at the giant
Creepy.
other spider boss thing?
Creepy.
I guess I'm gonna just attack 6 instead of 4 because I can attack that not at disadvantage.
Yes, and also 4 is only dealing
Half damage.
half damage to you.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna attack 6 with my 2 attacks.
If you can get 6 down to half, then hey.
Boom. Let's
Oh.
attack him again.
Now you need a max damage roll though. That was
Nope.
it.
Didn't get that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and run back here.
All right, so I do get 1 attack on you.
Yeah.
And then I just need to check how strictly we need to adhere to the stop time today.
I'm good.
Yeah, I think I can do another 30 minutes here if we want to. Is that
Cool.
good?
I'd like to have it as long as
Well,
possible.
no, we have to.
We know your vote every time.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Just
You don't have to be sorry. I take it as a compliment. Just there's no question how you'll be voting. All right. And then is that your turn?
That is sorry. Yes.
Because either we were going to end after Gorakul's turn here or not, so.
yeah. Okay. Gorakul's shooting at the swarm of spiders.
Gonna miss again?
Hopefully not.
Don't put that juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't you put that evil on me.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
DM Nick jinxed you, man.
I used to be very cruel to my players back when I was a young, elder teen, young 20s DM. I would wait for them to be about to roll, and then I'd be like, curse!
Looks like it carried on with you.
That's mean.
That is very mean.
All right, so the spiders all jump back up onto the ceiling and then move over 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, but now they're away from the webs.
And yes, You had told her to ready in action, and she listened.
Yep.
So she goes ahead and launches a fire bolt. Nope, they have plenty of hit points. She launches a scorching ray.
Fun for the whole family.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
Charging
attack
yourself.
myself?
Yeah, you're charring yourself up here.
Whoopsie.
Yep.
Spidey Slayer was able to hit herself.
Oops.
Aha!
Righty.
You like that?
Try that. Yeah, we like that, Bitey. Thank you. She's great.
Bitey. Bitey. Bitey.
I call that the Kirk Cousins in Washington, or not Washington, Minnesota roll. You like that? You like that?
Ugh.
Can you fly, you son of a bitch?
Don't talk to me about Cousins. Dude, that new wide receiver they got, oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I know he's not new, but still.
Yeah.
Hey, Bitey Slayer's back.
And Bitey Slayer is gonna go ahead and burn that last one. I'm gonna use Scorching Ray and just try and finish him off. I'm gonna try to be careful, but if I set the whole cave on fire, I'm sorry, okay?
All right.
Wait until it comes closer.
I'm hoping you don't.
Well, I'm also hoping that.
Yes. It's a shared value.
Aha!
I am, baby.
Yeah. You like that? That's how Bitey Slayer gets down. I just burn all these spiders up.
Indeed.
All right. So, now that we have taken care of the spiders here in the front area, we are able to take a quick little short rest and carry on. However, seeing as how we have a somewhat, more limited amount of time left, perhaps we'll just carry on until we get to the boss fight and then have that be the cliffhanger.
Ooh. Sure.
So we should continue forward then, is what we're saying here.
Yep,
Spoiler alert, there's a boss fight coming.
yeah, well, Bitey has been around enough caves to just know how this thing goes. So, follow Bitey.
You're leading us.
Bitey
into
knows her spiders very
danger.
well.
Bitey's really doing a great job moving without any.
Yeah, well, I have dark vision, so.
Yeah.
And here we go. So, right in here is a giant undead spider that is kind of what would be the right word for the it's spinning a new egg sac. It is giving birth to undead spiders.
Okay, we have just reached a
And here?
new era of oh dear.
Okay, Bitey Slayer, do you have prestidigitation? I would just want to clean a bunch of this web off, and then you could just light this entire section of the cave on fire.
Yeah, we changed our mind. Burn it all.
All right, so
Kill it before it gives birth! Of course, it already did, but you get the. Get
Yeah.
the metaphor.
Yeah. So,
Kill it before it gives birth again.
yeah, again and again and again. Thousands of new undead spiders, over and over and over again. And so you guys can see that this giant monstrosity is some sort of twisted undead spider that has been affected by the magic of the beholder's reality altering powers. And so, it basically starved to death inside the altered reality of the beholder's lair, which didn't have a space for it. But the way that the alter reality works is it doesn't really kill anything that the beholder doesn't want there. It just moves it to an extra dimensional space where she was Schrodinger's spider for decades, being unable to live and eat and all of that, though unable to die because of being out of time and space and everything. And so when you guys killed
The
the
beholder.
beholder and she was released, she
Dad, your character's on the wrong side.
she created you're like, you get in front right now.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I understand the instinct.
Yeah, I sort of saw.
Hold on, the caster has to get in back real quick.
Right. So, now that she's been released, she has, had time to recreate all of the spiderlings in her image as this undead, and so I'm not going to make you like fight all the hordes to get here and do all that. Like, that was the one big swarm of horde of swarms that you guys had to fight to get here. And then like there was other little ones along the way, but you just like beat them down real quick and ran away and let them out to the thing and let Bitey burn them if nothing else. If beating them down wasn't working and you guys were taking too much damage, then you just allowed Bitey to do her thing. So fighting the swarms to get here was tiring enough. But now that you look at the size of this thing, you realize that she is tough and dangerous. And she turns towards you and immediately starts to like launch webs at you guys to trap you as well. So that's just a little preview of what the boss is capable of. It's not an actual attack that we're going to like deal with here, but now you know that she has a ranged attack of web that can like capture you and restrain you and all of that. So,
Well, I'm a man of little restraint.
don't worry, she has plenty for the both of you. So, with that, we draw to a close for this session of Dragons of War. I want to thank you guys for playing. I want to thank anyone who's watching. And as always, everyone,
Good gaming.